It was a cold, rainy night. The wind was howling outside, and the streets were empty. Inside a small house at the end of the road, Ria sat alone, reading a book. The clock on the wall showed 12:03 a.m. Everything was silent, until suddenly, there was a loud knock on the door. Ria froze. Who could be visiting at midnight? She slowly got up, her heart beating fast. The sound came again, knock, knock, knock. She went near the door and asked, "Who's there?" There was no reply, only the sound of rain. She hesitated for a moment, then opened the door slightly. A tall man stood outside, completely drenched, his face half hidden under a hood. "Please," he said softly, "my car broke down. Can I use your phone?" Ria hesitated. She didn't know if she should trust him, but something in his voice sounded honest and tired. "Wait here," she said and brought her phone. He called someone, but the line was dead, there was no signal. "The network is gone because of the storm," Ria said. The man sighed and thanked her. Seeing him shiver, she finally said, "You can come until the rain stops." He stepped inside quietly, dripping water on the floor. Ria gave him a towel and some hot tea. "Thank you," he said, his hands trembling slightly. They sat in silence for a few minutes, listening to the rain hit the window. "You live alone?" he asked softly. Ria nodded. "My parents are out of town." Then she quickly added, "But my neighbor stays just next door." She wasn't sure why she said that, maybe just to feel safe. After a while, he smiled faintly and said, "I'm Arun." His voice was calm, almost gentle. Ria introduced herself too. Slowly, the tension in the room began to fade. They started talking about random things, books, travel, and how strange it was that two strangers could meet like this. Arun told her he was a photographer returning from a late-night shoot when his car broke down. Ria began to relax. He didn't seem dangerous, just tired and lost. An hour passed, and the rain stopped. Arun stood up and said, "Thank you for your kindness, Ria. Most people wouldn't open the door to a stranger at midnight." She smiled and said, "Maybe I just believed you weren't dangerous." He laughed softly, then looked at her with gratitude. "Sometimes, a little kindness can save a person," he said quietly. "Tonight, you did that for me." He left soon after, walking into the misty night. Ria locked the door and sat by the window, still thinking about the stranger. Something about him felt mysterious, yet peaceful. The next morning, when she stepped outside, she saw a small photo envelope on her doorstep. Inside was a picture, a beautiful shot of her house in the rain, with a note, "The world still has kind souls. Thank you." Ria smiled. She didn't know if she would ever meet Arun again, but that night changed something in her. It taught her that not all surprises are scary, and not all strangers are dangerous. Sometimes, even a knock at midnight can bring a story you'll never forget.